A deadly epidemic in North Alabama. Today, Huntsville Mayor Tommy Battle signed a proclamation declaring today End Heroin Day. The Not One More organization chose today to hold its second annual End Heroin in Huntsville walk.
We lost her years before her life was ever taken. Years before, because the demon took over. It wasn't my daughter anymore. It was the drugs.
WAAY 31's Brittany Collins was at the event in Big Spring Park and talked with people who have lost loved ones to heroin.
Not One More in Alabama supports families whose lives have been impacted from drug abuse. They tell me that many people take opioids for pain after an injury. The drug makes them feel very good, but then they want to feel stronger. So they choose heroin as a drug of their choice because it's very cheap and accessible.
She had something within her. I used to tell her all the time, use your power for good, girl, because she had a power.
Cindy League lost her daughter, Alexis Pearl, 3 years ago from a heroin overdose. But the reason behind her death was something the family kept a secret until a year ago.
And it was very painful, but it was very needed.
League said Alexis was an honor student and a cheerleader, but became addicted to drugs in grade school. Eventually, she got into heroin.
It was so strong and it had such a control over her life.
By the time League saw something was wrong with her daughter, it was too late.
She used to tell me, Mom, you don't know what I've done. And I used to tell her, I don't care what you've done.
Not One More Alabama officials told me from January 1st to 2018 to August 5th, Himsey responded to 2 drug overdose calls a day. So far, they've had to resuscitate 232 people with Narcan. In Madison County so far, there have been 46 drug overdose deaths. Roy Antonio Hampton died in February.
I knew something was going on from his behavior and weight loss and everything.
Hampton was like a brother to Crystal Davis. She said in 2010 he started to take the painkillers after he was stabbed. Eventually, he made the switch to heroin because it was stronger. He then went to rehab.
We thought that he was finally beating it, but unfortunately he had a relapse and it took him from us.
Davis, League, and others are now able to share their stories and encourage each other. Davis now uses Alexis clothing to make these Lexi bears out of it. It gives her friends and family comfort.
So this is one of the original Lexi bears. It's made out of a pair of her jammy pants and her robe. And we do this for not just our family, but hundreds of other families out there in memory of their past loved one.
Cindy League also shared with me that by the time Alexis became sober, her friend influenced her to do drugs again. 2 weeks later, she died. Reporting in Huntsville, Brittany Collins, WAAY 31 News.